Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of This Could Get Weird. I am Adam Stone.
I'm Adam Blocher.
Yes, that's right, the bearded Robin to my Batman.
I ain't no fucking Robin, man. If anything, I'm the Joker.
Yeah, you wish. Well, I mean, on Facebook, like a week or two ago, I saw you and Elijah were talking about, you wanting to do a cosplay on the Joker with the beard.
Yeah. I wanted to cosplay as him, but I refused to shave my beard, so he's actually sent me a picture of the Joker with a beard.
Yeah, that was from Cacophony by Kevin Smith.
That was a really good read, actually.
Did you read it?
I did.
Yeah, it was a good book. He came up with that character, Onomatopoeia, the bad guy. He brought it over from a Green Arrow run that he did. And the guy's, he's a mask hunter, and he was going after Batman, which was his last mistake. But, yeah, you know who drew that?
Who's that?
Walt Flanagan.
Name sounds familiar.
Walt from Comic Book Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one that runs the stash.
Nice.
Yeah, he drew that. So, I mean, what were you going to cosplay at? What brought that on?
Oh, what brought on the me wanting to dress up as him?
Yeah.
Kind of always wanted to do have a costume for the Joker. It's just, I don't know. Ever since I started LARPing, I've been wanting to like create more stuff now.
Right.
Kind of, blooming a small artistic side of me.
You weren't going to do anything with it? Like go to a con or something? You were just going to do it just for shits and giggles?
Probably both.
Yeah, I mean, shits and giggles is fine, but you got to show it off at a con.
Yeah, you do.
Especially if you go bearded Joker.
Yeah.
I
told
a lot of bearded Jokers around.
I actually told my my department manager an old idea we had for me doing the Joker was just dyeing part of my beard red, so I have that just giant red smile on my beard.
Yeah.
He thought that'd be fucking creepy.
That would be. It'd be interesting. It'd be different.
Yeah.
Or, doing the whole Heath Ledger effect and having half of your beard, the white, and then, putting the smile into the beard. That'd be kind of cool. But a green beard, yeah, totally go green beard.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the book, it was supposed to be green, but during the printing and the coloring and all that, it didn't turn out so well. So it looks more like he's got a bunch of pubes on his face.
Uh-huh.
Because it's all blacked.
Yeah.
And people were freaking out about that. They're like, well, why would his, beard be black? He's got green hair. His pores and his follicles are dyed green permanently. And, he said, it just got fucked up in the process. He looked cool as hell, though.
Yeah.
Especially because his hair had grown. Because it was, in the book, he had, for Onomatopoeia to get away, he had stabbed the Joker, right into the heart almost, into the point to where it would have killed him. And it was one of those weird moments of dilemma where either go after the one bad guy or let another bad guy die. And, of course, he stayed to help the Joker. Even Gordon was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Just let him die. And you ought to hear how they did a live audio version of it with him and Ralph Garman. They did it live in front of a crowd for Hollywood Babylon. And Ralph Garman would do the voices. He did the voice of Batman and the Joker, and then he chose Adam West Batman.
That's cool.
And he used, what the hell's his name? Ed Wynn. He used him for Joker, and Ed Wynn, you remember the Disney cartoon Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that played the Mad Hatter in the cartoon.
Gotcha.
He used that voice for the Joker, and it worked really well. It was hilarious, but at the same time, it was kind of cool. Because, it's like, because you got to hear the Adam West that Garmin does. It's like dead on.
That's cool.
He's such an Adam West fan. I mean, he literally, met him, hung out with him, and actually he was the one that was instrumental in getting his star on the Walk of Fame.
Oh, wow.
So they're really good friends. But he's actually got his own little section in his house that's a collection of nothing but the 1960s Batman.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole huge room, and it's really cool looking, too. Speaking of the 66 Bill Dozier Batman, as it's known, it's finally coming out on DVD and Blu-ray.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the entire series.
Wow.
Yeah,
Took long enough.
Yeah, there'd been always a big hullabaloo about, who owns the rights to the show, and, is it Warner Brothers, is it the Doziers, is it this person, that person, and it's just been a big fight for years, and finally they're bringing it out, and I guess they all came to some type of agreement, and it's coming. So, I mean, they just released toys recently. Have you seen those? Oh, they're badass, man. They've got, Adam West and Burt Ward as Batman and Robin, and they've got, like, all the celebrities as all the different villains and stuff. Everybody from Burgess Meredith as the Penguin, and I even think they have, like, a set for all the different versions of Catwoman, and anybody that was on that show, and they've got, like, all these cool little play sets and stuff. The one that I saw at the toy section in our store, I almost picked it up, but I didn't have money at the time, and it was a set. It was Batman and Robin climbing a wall.
Yeah.
Well, you remember how they used to, have that side shot of them
Yeah.
climbing up the side of a building?
Yeah.
They had that play set.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, oh my god, I want this so bad. I want to hang it on my wall.
Funny thing, though, speaking of Batman, I had a moment the other day where I felt really old.
Oh, you
Yeah.
feel old?
Yeah. I was at my my game shop just hanging out, not really doing much. And when these two kids come in, and when I say kids, I call anyone 19 or younger a kid nowadays.
Uh-huh.
So, and they're high school something. They come sit down there, they're talking, and I'm just minding my own business, but I hear some of their conversations. And then they start talking about Batman. They actually asked me a couple of questions because I'm a bystander, and why not? And then I start talking about the animated series back in the 90s. Start throwing out factoids about that. And it just like blew their mind about how much I knew about Batman, and they've like almost never heard of the animated series. They've watched like Batman Beyond and Brave and the Bold, and I'm like, oh, you're missing so much.
Really? They knew about Batman Beyond, but they didn't know about the original animated series, which Batman Beyond spawned from, pretty much.
Yeah, and the thing that hurt me the most is I told him I told them how I'm a fan of Joker, and I actually have Mark Hamill's laugh as my ringtone, and they're like, "Who's Mark Hamill?"
Oh.
And I died a little on the inside.
You don't know Mark Hamill? He's Luke fucking
Skywalker.
Come on.
Do you know Luke Skywalker? They're like, "Oh yeah, I know Luke." It's like, that's Mark Hamill. He voiced the Joker in the animated series. He's like the best voice ever for Joker.
Yeah, all you had to say was the video games.
And they're like, yeah, still don't really know that. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, I know. I mean, how do you think we feel around you? That's how we feel.
Understand?
Yes, that's how we feel when we try to explain something to you, and your brain just kind of like, huh? Yeah, that's basically how we feel. I mean, kids these days, I don't know. I mean, they don't really pay attention to the past too much. And
like nobody knows that there's any other Lantern Corps besides the Green Lanterns. No one's heard of any of the other ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Even Yellow.
Yeah, because I actually have the Yellow Corps logo on my keychain.
Uh-huh.
And like everyone's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's the yellow core from the lanterns." They're like, "But there's only green." I'm like, No, there's not.
Wow. That's nuts. Yeah, there's yellow, there's red, blue, white, and black, and
Purple
purple,
and pink.
pink. Yeah.
Uh,
Every
and I
color's got
think
to be
there's an
represented.
orange.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, orange is avarice.
Avarice?
Yeah.
I have no idea what avarice means. Explain that.
Oh, neither do I. I just, it was one of the other keychain choices. They had the pink one, the orange one, and they had one left for the yellow. So I grabbed the yellow.
Yeah, because everybody grabs green.
Yeah.
I have will. Do you even know what green stands for? Yeah, it stands for willpower. A lot of people probably don't even know that.
Probably not.
It stands for no fear. No. There's another word for it. It's willpower.
Yeah.
But yeah, God. Yeah, you gotta totally do that cosplay. That would be badass.
Oh, and so I totally got boned this week and next week for work.
Oh, okay. It's like, oh, damn, dude. Yeah, congrats.
Well, but yeah, I checked my schedule, and this week and next week are the same, where I work Sunday, Thursday, and have Monday as a half day.
Wow. Yeah,
But
keep
yesterday
going.
my boss actually texted me, and he said I can go ahead and come in for my normal schedule then.
Yeah.
And he said even though I'm scheduled Tuesday and Wednesday off, if he needed me, he was gonna call me in. Didn't call me in today. Kind of pissed.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit.
Because it's one of those things where, yeah, it's an off day, but you have the chance of calling in, so you can't really, like, plan anything in case they call you, so you just have to sit and wait.
Yeah, they do that shit. They're notorious for that crap. Yeah, we found out Friday, Elijah and I both. Well, I found out first. He found out in the meeting. I found out from James. No, it was Saturday. Because James was there, and him and Earl were at the desk in DSD, and I was messing with them. I was like, y'all need to quit looking at porn while at work. And they were all like, well, show us how. Come look at this. I was like, ooh, you found porn? So I walk up, and they're looking at Earl's schedule, and it turns out anybody that has 40 hours only gets 38 hours this week.
Wow.
They're actually cutting back on overnights with us, and that never, ever happens.
That never happens.
And I was like, well, let me check my schedule, and I check, and sure enough, they cut me off 2 hours short. I worked till 5 this morning.
Huh.
And I sent the text to Elijah when he was in the meeting, and he came to me. I guess he didn't see my text yet, and he was like, yeah, you might want to check your schedule. I was like, yeah, I already did. They're cutting you off too? He's like, yeah. I was like, what time do you leave? He goes, Tuesday morning at 5. I'm like, sweet, we're out at 5. And even better for him, he started his vacation, so.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious because, Big J.
Yeah.
Told it, and she that which will not be named set the schedule. And apparently it came down from HR that we have to do this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when they're nut cutting and they're interfering in scheduling, that's how it goes. But they failed to tell shift manager D and support Gary.
Yeah.
So it comes down to just after lunch last night, and they're scrambling for everybody. Like, you remember the little Asian pack of guys that we got?
Yeah.
They go home at 5.
That sounds so wrong.
Well, they're all Asian, and they're a pack. They work together.
Yeah.
I mean, what else could I say? I wasn't racist.
Those pack of Asians we got in the back? Yeah, I know those.
Uh-huh. But I could totally have been racist with that. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to hold that to myself.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I want to keep our 5 listeners. I might offend one of them. But yeah, I mean, they all left at 5.
Yeah.
And they found out that they were leaving at 5, and they started panicking. They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And Dee came to Elijah.
Well, of course, anybody would start panicking once they found out their hours are getting cut.
Oh, yeah, especially when you, I mean, I even asked Gary, I was like, don't you fuckers have email?
Yeah.
And he's like, nobody sent us anything. I was like,
I mean, shit, I have an email inside the corporation, and I shouldn't.
really?
Yeah, when I was doing remodels, they gave me an email so I could get messages from higher-ups so I could plan for the day.
Ha, 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 ha. They put you on a leash.
They did.
See, they don't have anything on me. They don't even have my damn current cell phone number. They don't have any email on me. They have nothing. And they freak out whenever they're, well, we tried to call you in, but yeah, that number's been like down for like 7 years, so
Nice.
Suck it. But no, but you know, yeah, shift manager D, he came up to Elijah and he's all like, yeah, there seems to be some type of error in the system. Says you leave at 5, so don't worry about that. And Elijah's like, well, fuck it is. And him and James both were like, yeah, that's something that we were told by, you know, shift manager Big J.
It's like, you can't stop us. We have higher-up orders.
Exactly. You know, they're higher than your pay grade, motherfucker. We're getting out of here.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, he was like, oh shit. And Gary was trying to tell me, you don't have to do it. I was like, yes, I do. They said we had to follow that schedule. I'm not going to get my nuts cut. He's like, no, I won't come down on you. We don't care if we get fired. Talking about him and D.
Bullshit.
And I'm like, it's not going to happen like that. They told us specifically to leave at that time.
Yeah.
And they fucked Shannon over big time on it, though.
Of course they did.
And instead of letting him leave, 2 hours early, 2-hour lunches.
Wow.
And he's not doing it.
Oh, no, of course not. Shannon, of course, he wouldn't do that.
No. And I don't blame him.
It's like, everyone can leave early, except you. You take a 2-hour lunch.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, what the fuck? So, yeah, he's just going to work his regular schedule just to even fuck with him even more. I say good on him.
Yeah.
Stick it to the man. Yeah, we had a nice little snowfall on it last night. Just it came out of nowhere. Just it was a dusting. It was about maybe, half an inch. And me and Elijah, were like, well, good thing, we're leaving early. I mean, it was already on the ground, and it was sticking pretty well.
But not enough actual ice, just powder?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't any good anything to pack. It was like you could literally wipe it off the windows. And before we left, I wiped down Shannon's side windows and stuff, but on his windshield, I just put like a little square he could see out of. I told
Tanking.
Yeah, I told Elijah, I was like, well, you always wanted to be a German tank commander. It's about as close as you're going to get, buddy. Except originally he was talking about, making mini snowmen, and I was going to make a mini snowman and put it on his hood or something, but, the snow wasn't packing right, so I was like, well, today your name is Rommel. You magnificent bastard. I read your book. That's a Patton joke.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, screwing us around. Oops.
Cut that.
No, I have ways of editing stuff now. I figured it out.
Okay.
Yeah. There's gonna be a nice little beep in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I've been during the last podcast we did, just messing around with things and
We're just doing random fucking sensors.
No, I mean, I found out I could silence some stuff, because what I did was I took the recording Jeff did over the phone.
Yeah.
And I synced it up with what I had recorded on my end.
Yeah.
And at times it would double up. Even when I was have it synced perfectly, it would still double up because there's a slight delay in some of the audio because one's stereo and one's not.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would do was I would look for my sections on the phone recording, and I learned that there's a way to where I just highlighted it and I would just hit silence and it would silence it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and sometimes when we talk over each other, you could still hear me double up. But, it's not too bad. And it sounds pretty good, obviously by the time this is out, you would have heard it. Yeah, just give me praise right now for it sounding good. So.
Oh my God, you're so awesome! I can't believe how awesome you are.
Thank you. I try. Even with my little ghetto setup. Yeah, they're screwing us all over. Even at our store.
Well, at least you got most of your work week.
Yeah.
I got 2.5 days for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but you're living at home, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but I still have freaking bills. My phone bill now is stupid expensive than it used to be.
Are you not with whatchamacallit anymore?
Cricket? No, I got rid of them the moment I came here.
Good job.
It was cheap, but it was shit.
Yeah, you can tell me.
I'm on Sprint now.
Okay, there's some reputable.
I went with the unlimited plan, unlimited talk, text, and data for $80 a month. I'm like, all right, $80. That's 20 more than I normally do. That's handable. I can do this. I didn't know that there were fees.
Oh, there's always fees. Yeah, read the fine print.
I'm not used to fees, so I had no fucking clue. And so they said my first pay is going to have to be for 2 months for my sign-up month and the second month. So they just squished those two bills together.
Oh.
So my first cell phone bill was $250.
Holy shit! They raped you.
And now my current bill, what it should be normally, is $105.
Ooh.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, it's better than cricket.
Luckily, though, my car insurance went down by like $5 a month moving to Texas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I'm still working on transferring all my stuff to Texas. Got my license plates to Texas now.
Oh, yeah. You kind of have to do that within a month.
Well, that's a bit more than that, but yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I just got to get my ID now.
Yeah, that's like 90 days, I think. Oh, that's here in Oklahoma, though, so.
Ah, well.
Yeah. You dropped your bank from here, right?
Oh, yeah, of course I did.
That bank was shit, dude. They really, really messed with you.
Yeah, I have Bank of America now.
Okay.
I've heard, like, bad shit from them, but nothing's happened to me, so I'm good right now.
I remember when I was working at Dollar General, when we first got our credit card system in, that's how behind the times we were back then. I want to say, yeah, Bank of America and somebody else, like, their cards wouldn't take because the system wasn't updated to it or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know now. I ain't been to a Dollar General in years.
Now that you say that, I haven't either.
Well,
and
I don't
now
really
that
care.
Yeah, I haven't been to one in forever.
Nope. I have no need to go in there, so. A lot of bad memories. Getting a damn gun held in my face.
Yeah, that'll do that for you.
Yeah, especially when, a week later, oh, sorry, you're at the register and you got robbed. Here, stand at the register. What? But hey, they made me a damn manager.
Like, that helps.
Yeah. Hey, I was making, well, at the time, it was decent money. I was still living at home, though. But I was getting the hours out the wazoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so moving right along, get into some weird news. How about some weird news?
Let's do some of that weird news.
Weird news, alright. Now, I sent you this one. This one's awesome. I love this. It's a good way to start this one off.
Oh, the doctor?
Yes. This guy's my hero, dude.
Dude's a badass.
Totally badass, man. I mean, you just can't get
this
cool
man
with this.
This man gives zero fucks.
Yeah, zero fucks. Because the headline is Dr. James Grant fights shark with a knife, patches wounds, then has a well-earned beer. And that pretty much tells the whole story. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was the doctor and some of his friends were spearfishing. And he, because I watched the video on it, and he said he felt a slight tug on his leg. So he immediately dropped his spear, pulled out his knife, and started shanking the area around his leg. And once he got out of the water, he just patched himself up with a first aid kit, and went to the bar.
Yeah. Moral of the story: always swim with your knife.
Yeah.
It says New Zealand. This is from Weird News on Huffington Post. Says New Zealand Dr. James Grant had a close call on Saturday with what conservation officials surmise was a 7-gill shark. I don't know. I didn't know they measured them by gills.
Hmm.
The 24-year-old man was spearfishing with some friends in the murky waters of Colic Bay when he felt a tug on his leg, according to the Sydney Morning Herald. Although he couldn't see the shark, he wasted no time in whipping out his diving knife and taking a few stabs at the source of his distress. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, as quick reflexes, I mean, keeping calm the whole time, that's crazy, man. I wouldn't be able to do that.
I know. I mean, it was just instinct. It was like, well, I mean, if I have a knife, or I would have started spearing the damn thing. It's like, fuck
For
the
me,
fish.
My reflexes are too slow, man. I'd be like, what the hell's pulling on my leg? Oh, I lost a leg.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to do my best Australian accent.
Yeah, don't do it.
Well, why not?
You're gonna destroy it.
That's not a knife. All right, let me go the size of a tangerine. No, wait, that's he's British. Trying to find my. Well, I thought, bugger. Now I have to try to get this damn thing off my leg. There we go.
Sure, why not?
Close enough. See, Grant isn't sure how much damage he inflicted on the shark, but he was able to flee once it let go. Once ashore, he took off his borrowed wetsuit and saw a few bites measuring up to 2 inches across. Grant called out to friends, but they didn't believe he had been attacked by a shark. Later, they said they were shocked to find that the junior doctor had patched himself up with a first aid kit they had brought along for their pig hunting dogs. Must be a New Zealand thing. Oh, this guy's a New Zealander. Grant and his friends then headed to a nearby pub to have a beer. Once the staff gave Grant a bandage because he was getting blood all over the floor, everyone agreed it was time for him to go to the hospital. The doc was back at work Monday and said the experience didn't put him off of spearfishing. When the stitches come out, I'll be back on the water. Hey, that was good. Fuck you. That was awesome.
Sure, why not?
But, yeah, in recorded history, there have never been a fatal attack by a 7-gill shark, although one did reportedly grab a diver by the head in 2013. Fuck you.
That would suck, being grabbed by the head by a shark.
Right. I mean, well, why would you stick your head in the damn water and be like, come take it? But that's awesome, though. That dude's boss, man.
Yeah, he is.
He gets, badass of the week on that one. Because he's like, I don't give a shit. Fuck that shack.
I just think it's funny though, because he's like, he goes to the bar to get a drink, and the bartender and staff are like, "Hey, you're getting blood on our floor."
You're bleeding on me floor.
It's like, stop that.
Yeah, you're bleeding all over me floor. Get out.
Oh my god.
What?
It's a terrible accent.
It is, but it's better than what you got, motherfucker.
It is true, but I'm not gonna try and butcher an accent language.
What, am I going to offend Australians or New Zealanders everywhere?
I don't know. One might get slightly cranky.
They make fun of our accents all the time. I think
Do
I'll
they?
use my credit card.
We have an accent?
Yeah, we do. Everybody has an accent.
I don't know. I just never thought of Americans having accents.
We're in the South. We sound like idiots to people up in the North.
Do we?
Yes.
Wow.
You might not hear, but everybody else does.
Hmm. Well, shit, I remember when I first moved to Oklahoma, people made fun of my Texas accent.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what do you mean? This is...
Well,
like, I don't hear...
even in different languages, like in Arabic, there are different regions, and they have different accents. Like, like in France, they have different accents. In Italy, look at England.
It's funny though, because I knew all about those, but just I guess because I live here, I just don't. I just never clicked for me.
No, it's there. Because, I mean, look at England, you know. I mean, they've got northern accent, they got southern accent.
Hmm.
It's like in, what was it, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. They had a scene with that. The dude's walking off, he's fucking northern monkeys. And the dude's, I hate these fucking southern fairies. You know,
I'd like to go somewhere north and try to talk to people.
oh, they'd probably giggle at you, and you'd probably giggle at them, especially up in, you know, like if you go to Minnesota. Let me pull out my Minnesota accent.
I try to go like really pull out the southern accent in me or something like that.
Yeah, it's, I mean, the southern accent's so easy to do, though.
That's true.
But everybody else, I mean, you try to talk like, you know, New Yorkers have their own accent. New Yorker accent. They're very loud and abrasive.
One thing I've realized though is that you know how they have it's this thing called Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
I've never heard anything for the North. Like there's like no hospitality. It's always Southern hospitality, and that's it. No
Well,
love for
hospitality's hospitality. I think it's just because, you know, in the South, you know, they're just a little more. Well, I mean, in the South, they pack pistols, so what are they going to be afraid of?
That's true.
Yeah. Everybody should have a gun in the South. I don't have a gun. I want one. But,
I don't know if I could handle one.
no, I mean, I heard about the first time you shot a gun.
Well, weren't you there?
No, I wasn't there for that one.
Yeah, that fucking recoil, man, that's killer.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling, isn't it?
It's funny. No, it scared the shit out of me.
Well, of course. I mean, it's a
Well,
loud bang.
he's like, there's gonna be recoil, so you have to tense your arms. I'm like, what recoil? Pull the trigger, and my arms almost fly over my head.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck, that's recoil.
Bend your elbows a little bit to absorb the recoil. Yeah. Amateurs. It's weird though, because like when I go shooting, Jeff he has oh shit, what is it? It's a shotgun. Just call it a shotgun. Mossberg Flex 500. And you know, I've showed you video of that. Me shooting that. Wherever you aim on that damn thing, that section's gonna disappear. It's really not great for target shooting.
No.
You can eat a target up within
It's great
minutes.
for making holes.
Yeah, really big holes.
It's like, I don't approve of this wall. It needs a window.
But if you aim it, and it's like I find it with this, when you're aiming it, you try to aim for the chest, boom, you hit it in the head, and you're not supposed to do headshots with the shotgun.
Why is that?
Because it could risk hitting because it's a spread, and you can risk hitting the clips that hold up the target.
Oh, this is for target shooting. I thought you just meant in general. I'm like, well, why not?
No. I mean, in real life, well, it depends on how far away they are.
True.
Because you're just gonna pepper their face with a bunch of BBs. And
can you imagine being just out of the max range of a shotgun and just like a few of the little pebbles just kind of bounce off your head? You're like, what the fuck was that?
All it takes is one, you know, sink into your eye and hit your brain. They're traveling at such a high velocity. That's why, you know, they got deer shot. Because deer shot, you know, it's much higher.
What is it, that buckshot that's just a giant ball of metal?
Yeah. And, yeah, that'll fuck you up really fast. But, I mean, when I shoot that thing, I mean, yeah, it's easy to hit whatever you're aiming at.
Yeah.
But it's murder on your damn shoulder.
I can imagine.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Jeff loves firing that thing off. I'm like, dude, I gotta work tonight, man. I'm gonna be walking around with a sling. I mean, I like firing the damn thing. It's fucking fun, but...
Do you think it's possible to, instead of like a buckshot, to use like a marble?
No, but, in Kill Bill Volume 2, he used rock salt.
Mm.
That fucking, yeah, he messed B up. Yeah, shot her right in the damn chest. And
Huh.
he's standing right over you. That must sting, having
Well,
rock salt buried into your tits.
well, they use rock salt shotguns for supernatural.
Yeah, because it kills supernatural beings.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, or even beanbags.
Oh yeah, the riot shots.
Yeah, I've seen what that shit can do to people, and no thank you.
Nah.
You can keep that
I
shit.
I bruise easily as it is.
Oh, you'd be bruised for probably a year off of that damn thing, if that's the case.
Mm.
But, yeah. But, yeah, shooting a shotgun, it's fun. How did we get on this topic? We could go from sharks to shotguns.
Let's go to my topic that I'm going to enjoy the most because it just fucking irks with you.
Oh, God damn it. You kids and your fucking words, man.
I have recently come across a new term that people are using, and
it's not necessarily a new term. It's just an abused term.
Well, I've never heard of it.
I never heard it used in this manner. It's just... Go ahead.
The term is thirsty, and I got it off. I went to go search for it, and of course, I get the information off of Urban Dictionary. And it's thirsty, too eager to get something, or desperate. And yeah.
No, go ahead and do the example. Do it.
God damn it. Alright, the example for it is a boy running up. Hey girl, what's up? Look, you looking real nice. Can I have that young number? And the girl under her breath says, thirsty.
No. You got to say it the way it's supposed to be.
I'm not going to do it.
Act it out.
I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
No, you do it.
Do it.
Mm-mm.
Come on now.
Oh my god, I hate you so much.
Do it.
Thirsty. That's the best I can do.
Damn, he's a creepy chick, dude.
Yeah, well.
That dude's getting tranny tricked.
Get in there nice and deep, like.
You know, it's supposed to be more like thirsty.
I can't do accents and high voices.
Well, there goes your career in voice acting.
It's a good thing I'm not trying to be a voice actor.
Uh-huh.
It's like, what can you do? I can do deep and deep.
I can do deep and gravelly. That's about it.
Where's Rachel?
Show me the trigger.
But yeah, when I heard of this, I immediately had to send it to you because I knew you just go oodles for it.
Yeah, because kids these days in there. And the thing is, it was this was back in 2003. It says.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, it's being used more nowadays.
Yeah. And one way of if you scroll down, it shows you another way. It says to crave attention, trying to talk to the opposite sex, most likely. Like if a girl or guy like someone, they try way too hard to talk to them when the person isn't giving them the time of day. Damn, why he's so thirsty? He's always in my inbox trying to talk to me. Like, can't he see that I don't want? People can't talk anymore, man.
Obviously.
Well, they got all types of explainings. Oh, I am so thirsty for her.
Yeah,
okay, I get what's up.
When I was scrolling down, reading some more of the examples, I couldn't even read some of the sentences. I'm like, how do people talk like this?
I know, I'm looking at all these examples below, and it's just blowing my mind even more. Term used to generally refer to a male in need of water. That's how I know it. The coast, this ain't the Sahara Desert. This ain't the... Well, excuse me, let me back up. Well, it's the way it's written.
Oh, I'm
the
coast,
on
the same spot
this
you
ain't
are.
the Sahara Desert. Why you so thirsty? Yeah, wow. Yeah, thirsty. Thirsty means I need a drink. That's just...
Normally.
That chick up in the club trying to desperately get into the VIP section. The guy that hits on every last chick in a group of girlfriends. This doesn't make any sense. I hate you all.
Our world's, well, at least American grammar is spitting down the toilet quite quickly.
Oh, it is. I mean, it literally is because, I think there's a study. It was like in the 1940s, the average vocabulary for an American or anybody, or we'll just say, just for the general American, was up to like, I don't know, 100,000 words. That's just ballpark, just me throwing out. Now it's down to like 40,000, I think.
Wow.
It has dropped that much because, I mean, the internet didn't help with lead speak.
Not at all. Well, I'd say lead speak was around maybe a little bit before the internet.
Kind of.
The internet just kind of made it explode.
Yeah, well, particularly WoW.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just like, you fucking idiots, man. I hate you all.
And then it's weird how lead speak kind of morphed into modern talk now.
Uh-huh.
It's strange and slightly confusing.
I don't know, in the modern, hip-hop industry doesn't help either. It all started when they were doing shit like crunk, and I hate crunk. I hated that since the day I heard it.
What the heck is crunk?
That shit's so crunk.
What does that mean?
Look it up. Put it in. You're in Urban Dictionary right now. Put it in. Look it up.
How do you spell that?
It's like I just think it's cracked out and drunk. Just C-R-U-N-K.
Crunk.
Crunk. Who the fuck started that? Lil Jon, I think, started it, or somebody like that. But it's
it's a mixture of the word crazy and drunk.
I say cracked out and drunk because that's what you sound like when you say it.
Example: I want to go to a party and get crunk.
Uh huh. And I've heard it used to describe something as cool. Man, that's so crunk. What? Why are you talking like that? Have you lost your vocabulary? What the fuck? Obviously. Yeah, I mean, shit like that just drives me crazy. Because, I don't know. Language is dying. I don't want to. I don't want to walk around speaking lead speak all day. BRB, LOL. What? Barbecue sauce? What the fuck? Or WTF? But BBQ?
I've actually, I've had people do that to me, where I'll be talking to them face to face, actual words going through the air. And then they have to go do something, and they'll say BRB LOL and walk off, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened here?
Yeah, what happened? Why? What? Stop it! Please stop it. I like having language skills because it's really taking away the social interaction.
Yeah. Well, it's not only that. I mean, the more words we shorten and mix up, it's just ruining our own brain capacity for words now.
Uh-huh.
It's really only just hurting us.
It is. It's killing, society as an intellectual being.
But, I'll admit I do some of the words, but not on a constant fucking daily basis.
Yeah, and it's not even that slow kill either, like, a little bit of poison over time. It's literally taking it into a back alley and stabbing it and leaving it for dead.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. Stop it. I mean, my least favorite word of all time is fucking swag. We already talked about that one once.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, I hate swag like nobody's business.
I think I know the second one for you.
What's that?
YOLO?
Oh, God. Fuck YOLO. Who the fuck came up with that shit, Drake?
It's like, you only live once. False. You live every day. You only die once.
Exactly. That's a fact.
Unless technically you're like me and you believe in reincarnation, then it's a little different. But anyways.
Or if you're the Highlander.
Or the Highlander. Well, no, Highlanders technically only die once.
Well, if you cut their head off, but if you, stab them or drop them off a building, they'll get right back up.
Yeah, but that's not killing them. That's just inconveniencing them.
No, they die. For a
they
second.
Do?
Yeah, they die. They get back up. At least according to the series, they did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were just kind of like, all right, I'll be right back. LOL. Literally, like, be right back. LOL. And they just keel over dead. And
It's
then
like, got the sword through his chest, he's looking at all his blood, and he just looks at the other guy. LOL, BRB.
Yeah.
AFK.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, wow, oh, fuck, I gotta run all the way back to my
Holy
body from the
shit,
graveyard.
That's what I have to do.
What?
On my tombstone, just have AFK.
Yeah, I've already seen that done.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not original, sir. Sorry.
Hey, I'm like Hollywood.
Yeah, that's true. They're ripping everybody off these days because they're running out of ideas. And even though, motherfuckers, just get an original idea. I don't know. I'm not even really looking forward to the next Transformers.
They're making another one?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's the fourth one, but the original cast isn't going to be in it.
Of course.
They're moving on, thankfully.
I want more robots, less people.
Yes. That's the only thing is, like, the story. I don't give a fuck about the story, really.
I know, it's Transformers. There's no story. There's just fighting robots.
Just giant robots beating the shit out of each other. That's all I want to see.
It's like, honestly, Michael Bay would have been perfect. You just need giant robots and explosions. Fuck the people.
Well, obviously he doesn't know what he's talking about because he can't even get on stage and make a presentation. Oh.
Well, see, that's not his fault. He's a director. He's not a speaker. He's not prepared for that stuff. His prompter went down.
He was asked one fucking question of what it's like to be a director about telling stories. Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. I mean, he asked him a simple question that he could have spoke from the heart with. And it's obviously he didn't have any fucking heart into what he's really doing. Because, I mean, any director, anybody that's a storyteller of any type could have stood up there and just gone on about anything. You can tell any type of story when it comes to something like that. He froze. He fucked up. Don't live your life off of teleprompters, basically what I'm saying. Yeah, he had a moment to speak from, the heart, from the brain. And obviously he's just too canonized into, following a fucking script.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big fucking wide TV that wraps. And the guy asked him a simple question. So how's this going to, affect your movies and your storytelling? I mean, it's a visual experience. Oh, well. Oh, teleprompter died. Fuck it. I'm going to wing it. And from there, he could have gone on and said, yeah, I mean, this thing right here, it's going to blast at you. It's going to pop at you. You might even need to go to the damn movie theater anymore after you see this thing. Right then and there. Done. There's so much, in visual effects that we do, and you're going to see every single little detail, and, it's going to keep us on our toes and make us even better. Boom, right there. Move on. Instead of freak out and walk off on stage looking like a dick. Which, apparently he was there because, I guess, can't remember who made the TV. It was like
Samsung.
Was it Samsung? Yeah, I guess
Sure.
they're investors pretty much in the damn movie.
Uh-huh.
And, they're going to have Samsung shit all over the place in
Of course
the movie.
they will.
They're probably going to have a damn TV that transforms.
Probably.
I mean, I know how to set some shit. Wouldn't it be badass if this TV would, just transform right now and be like, boom, visual effects on all you motherfuckers.
But speaking of, I guess, movies, there's only really one movie that I know of coming out that I'm really interested at all. Everything else is kind of just bleh.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, the Lego movie. Dude, it's got Batman.
Well, yeah, it does. I mean, I won't go to the theater and see it. I'll probably wait to be,
and it
wait
has
for
a
it on video.
Step Brother reference in it too.
As a what?
From the movie Step Brother, it has a
Yeah.
reference to that movie, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like how they had how they made their own bunk beds.
Oh yeah,
They have a reference where it's a bunk couch.
And
I'm like, oh yes.
Yeah, but see, that would suck for the people below because one of the motherfuckers up top got some smelly ass feet.
True. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to go see it because I'm just a child at heart.
I know, and it's Legos, and the Lego phenomenon has kicked off ever since I mean, it's been around for years, but ever since they made a video game, it's gotten even bigger.
Yeah, and I can't buy Legos anymore because they're all like $1,000 for a set.
Yeah, if you
I don't want a set. I want a tub of assorted colors.
They still make those. They still make those.
For so much more now, though.
Not really. I got some for my nieces and nephews about a year or two ago. It was like $25.
I can't find any then. Because I am constantly looking.
Just go to your toy section at the store you work at. They're there. I'm sure of it.
The only assorted ones that we have are those Mega Blocks, and I don't want Mega Blocks.
No, they got them regular Legos, just random bullshit. You're just not looking. Speaking of not looking, abandoned cruise ship full of starving rats headed for land.
I've come up with a solution to this.
Bomb it?
Huh?
Bomb it?
No. For
Target practice?
For the abandoned cruise ship, because in the article it says how we have so many GPSs and satellite stuff tracking everybody, and how they lost a ship and all that. That's kind of funny. But the easiest thing to do is once they find it, before it goes anywhere near land to let all those rats out, sink the fucker.
Yeah, but rats can swim, sort of. Or, I mean...
Doesn't like, when you sink it, there's going to be explosions and fire. It's going to kill them.
Yeah, but there's a possibility you be dumping all that disease into the ocean. Yeah, you got to be careful with this. You got to be very... Yeah, that's what they probably would have bombed it a long time ago if they probably already thought of that. Because rats are fucking survivors, man. There could be anything on that boat that could just bloom, bloom, pop right up, you know, and have a bunch of rats on it and still coming towards you. They wouldn't even know it.
Maybe we should summon Captain Planet.
Yeah, you do that. Go for it. Call that fucker up. Get the 5 rings together. See, earth, wind, fire, water, heart. Heart, though, that was the one that always got me. I was like, where the fuck you get heart?
Yeah.
No, it says the ship filled with cannibal rats is floating somewhere off the coast of Scotland, ready to crash ashore and unleash its disease-ridden cargo of starving rodents. And it's all because the Canadian authorities, always the damn Canadians, the Canadian authorities let the Soviet-era Nightmare liner loose in the North Atlantic, satisfied that it was no longer a threat to Canada. We don't need this goddamn boat. You fucking Russians can have it back. Send it out to sea. Yeah, the hundreds of rats aboard the abandoned cruise ship have surely begun eating each other by now, officials say. It has been nearly a year since the vessel was intentionally lost at sea by Canadian authorities who were happy to let the biohazard become another country's problem. What the fuck?
It's like, come on, Canada. First Bieber, now this.
It's not our problem, eh? Why the fuck should we deal with it? Yeah, we'll get to that part.
Move, Canada.
I know, right? This gruesome gift from Canada is now expected to crash ashore in Ireland or the United Kingdom, dumping the plague ship's living cargo of cannibal rats onto the land. Good job, Canada.
You know what's actually kind of funny?
What's that?
If you take out rat, and if you take out like the rat and abandoned ship part, you just insert Bieber. The gruesome gift from Canada is now expected to crash ashore Ireland, dumping its plague.
Oh, or he already went to the UK and fucked things up.
I just think it'd be funny if you could
just replace the entire story, make it all Bieber. Yeah, let's see. Hey, okay. A ghost ship filled with Justin Biebers floating somewhere off the shore of Scotland, ready to crash ashore and unleash its disease-ridden cargo of starving rodents. Yeah.
See, it works.
Yeah. Named for a popular film actor since Stalin's USSR, the Lvov Orlova was built by the Soviets in 1976 to treat Russian elites with pleasure cruises to Antarctica and the Arctic Circle. But it was seized in 2010 by Canadian police acting as debt collectors against the ship's now private owners. And for years it remained anchored off St. John's, the provincial capital of Newfoundland. Newfoundland! Finally...
I think, isn't that Newfoundland?
No, it's Newfoundland.
I always thought it was pronounced differently.
No.
Huh.
Oh, no, it's Newfoundland.
Yeah,
That's how, well, it just depends on where you are.
they should redo the spelling on that thing.
I know, I mean, leisure, tomato, fuck it. But finally sold for scraps in 2012. The massive ship was lost at sea just a day after being towed out. When Canadian authorities finally captured the cruise ship last year, they decided to let it loose in international waters. The fuck are we gonna do with this boat, eh? Send it out. We ain't got time for it. Oh, we already sent one disease-ridden bastard out in the world. We gave him the Bieber. In our era of Google satellite maps, GPS, and constant government surveillance of the most mundane activities on land, it seems peculiar that the 295-foot-long ocean vessel could disappear in the North Atlantic while still afloat. But maritime officials in Ireland and Scotland say they haven't heard from the Lvov or Lova since March. Russians, man, and their spelling. Who puts a V right next to a Y? Come on now. Since March of last year, when an emergency signal from the ship placed it about 700 miles off the coast of County Kerry, Ireland. The ship itself was spotted by radar operators not long after, but since pilots sent to confirm the location couldn't find it. Ever since, the rat ship has been missing at sea.
What about napalm?
Burn it? Yeah. That might do it. Set it on fire.
Yeah. Fire fixes everything.
God,
at least in my experience.
Yeah. Come on, Canada. What the hell?
You're losing points, Canada. I thought you were awesome.
I know. Canadians, man.
Sneaky bastards.
They are. That's their way of taking over the world. Just send out a bunch of diseased, rat-ridden boats in all directions.
It actually reminds me of a comic I saw pertaining to Canada.
Oh.
Yeah. It was just these two guys talking, and one of them's like, "Did you know Canada has a tank?" And the other guy's like, just sitting there thinking. He's like, "Canada has a tank?" It was like a pause. He's like, "Does Canada know?"
Right. That's true. You crazy Canucks. It may still be afloat, the independent reports say, because the lifeboats are equipped with distress signals that only transmit when they hit water. Only 2 of the lifeboat transmitters have been heard, probably after those rafts were shaken loose by the Orlova is continually tossed by North Atlantic storms. It has already traveled 2/3 of the way to the British Isles. If the ship is spotted before a big storm slams it against the populated coastline, scrap haulers or the closest Coast Guard crews will have to board the awful vessel. Be a lot of rats, and they eat each other, a Belgian scrap sailor told The Sun. If I can get aboard, I'll have to lace everywhere with poison. Walk around that bitch with a flamethrower.
Do you think if... I don't know about the whole... what kind of diseases the rats would have with all of them cannibalizing each other, but do you think this could almost be like another one of those like Black Plague things?
Yes and no. I think the Black Plague has been
Well,
immunized.
not as bad as the Black Plague, but something similar.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, they could have any number of diseases.
This wasn't the plague introduced by like rats from a boat way back when?
At
least that's how I heard it.
It probably was. It wouldn't surprise me. But like, we have, we can fight, regular old plague. It's one thing you need to worry about, which I don't know how it would get on there, but it's because of, the rats, is hantavirus.
Hantavirus?
Hanta.
Oh, I'm like, Honda? I don't need that car.
No, the hantavirus, it's like, it's Ebola virus bad.
Hmm.
and it's spread by rats. It's kind of like a modern day plague, but it's had its ass kicked because we know how to fight it. It's fucking nasty ass virus you can get.
Still sucks though.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we can fight it. Just sucks to get though.
Oh yeah. It's like, I want to say it's I'll probably help out on this later, but I want to say it's a respiratory virus. It has to
I hate those.
Well, I mean, it's I think it's spread through rat shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and if you breathe in the
Don't breathe in that rat shit.
No, please don't.
Well, if you take it to Florida, they might.
Oh yeah.
Sprinkle some bath salts on top.
Oh, they've got enough problems with that right now. Between that and synth weed. But yeah, Ireland, Scotland. Keep your eyes open because there's a boat out there somewhere, and it's heading right for you.
It's like Ireland, Scotland. You will be missed.
Yeah, you'd be missed. Fucking, I always wanted to go to Scotland.
And before the boat hits, move all your redheads here.
Give us your gingers.
Give us your gingers.
Yeah, gingers are dying out. Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah?
And another,
I know that's only like 1% to 2% of the population.
Well, I mean, they say by like some period within the next 200, 300 years, maybe they could be all but extinct.
Oh no, dude, I'm a dying breed.
Yep, you're becoming extinct.
Damn it!
Because of so much mixing of genes and all that good jive, you wind up with an extinct species. No more redheads. It's kind of sad, too, because you didn't get into Doctor Who. You never got to meet Amy Pond.
Who dat?
She's one of the
I don't know
doctors.
why I'm asking you. I have the internet right in front of me.
She's one of the Doctor's companions in the later season when Matt Smith came in. The 11th Doctor. Yes.
I want.
Yes. And she's Scottish, too.
That makes it better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, save the redheads, man. We gotta start like a campaign or something.
Save
we
the
gotta get all the redheads together and make more redheaded babies. It's like put us in a zoo or like one of those endangered forests.
South Park did it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they had a whole episode on that. Did you not see that one? Yeah, it was Cartman. He was going off on gingers in one episode, so they decided to play a prank on him.
Oh yeah, where they turned him into one.
Yeah, and he's yeah.
Yeah, I mean they should. You know how they have those parks for like endangered animals, where it's like you must make babies so you're not endangered.
Yeah, they get a couple of pandas together and go keys.
Have that for redheads.
Yeah.
I'll sign up.
You go for it. You go ahead. You just start a convent of redheads. Just the Camp of Ginger or some shit like that. And just go for it.
We will decide the leader by length of beard.
Yeah, this redhead dude comes with like waist long fucking beard. He's like, I'm in.
He's like, congratulations, you are our new leader.
No, that's when you should be like, you just walk up to him, snip. What? Oh, sorry. How long did that take you?
You don't fucking snip someone's beard like that, man. They will destroy you.
I know. Well, I snip it off and I throw you the scissors. He did it.
It's like the Hulk effect. It's their form of enraging is by snipping off the beard.
I don't give a fuck. Beard or no beard? Let's see.
It's strange how we kind of veer off of our current topic because we were on plagued rats and then we got to endangered redheads.
Yeah, gonna save the fucking gingers.
Okay, yeah, man. Do you think Obama would take that initiative if I sent him an email?
They've got a thing on the White House website where you can start petitions.
It's like,
And
Obama,
sometimes
I
they actually
understand
look into them.
It's like, I understand you're a busy guy, you're the president, but this is like life or death.
If you get enough signatures, he will pay attention and he will acknowledge it. They've done it before on some weird shit. Like aliens. A lot of people want to know about aliens and shit like that. And they had to make a statement about it.
That's funny.
Yeah, they had to acknowledge it because there was enough signatures where it garnered attention.
How many is enough?
250,000 maybe?
To Twitter!
Yep. Just start tweeting. Hashtag save the gingers.
I saw this article where it's an old Nazi building, but it's been hollowed out and turned into a Burger King.
Oh my god.
But the outside still looks like the Nazi building. It just doesn't have the logo or anything, but it still has the...
It's like an old Nazi bunker or something?
Something like that. But you know how if you take like something off a shelf that's dusty, you can still see the outline?
Yeah.
It has kind of like the outline of where like the circle where the eagle wings were and stuff like that.
Oh.
But it's been changed into a fucking Burger King and it has a playground inside the fence.
Oh.
I'm like, that's amazing.
Welcome to Burger King. Would you like a hamburger?
Oh, I had a good chuckle.
Perhaps you would like it Fuhrer-sized.
Oh god, that's awesome.
Yes, we will put it in the oven. What? I beg your pardon. And we will cook it with gas.
Can you imagine the hiring process? There's some guy in a manager outfit. He's like, oh, you want to work at this Burger King? Just so you know, we have a requirement. You have to talk like a Nazi when customers are around.
No, I mean, if it's in Germany, that's a given, you know. In the back, you know, you got the manager trying to hurry up. Mach schnell! Ich bin guten in Hamburgen! Uns Deutsch mag ja!
You ever see Pink Panther? With, what's his name?
Steve Martin?
Yes.
I haven't seen the modern one. I've seen the originals, though.
He's trying to order a hamburger.
Oh, yeah, the poor guy. Yeah, I've seen that scene.
Hamburger!
Yeah, the original Peter Sellers, you know, he would do scenes like that. Do you have, you know, that French accent. Do you have a room for it? A room? Shit like that. Classic. But yeah. God, we could have ran with that one. Yeah, Fuhrer-sized.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to go too far into these jokes, because I'm sure we just start pissing people off.
Be funny about it. Fuck it.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. Here, take a joke. And finally, on this news riddle edition of This Could Get Weird, this one kind of pisses me off. Another reason why I hate fucking kids.
Fucking kids.
Yeah, this one comes from Huffington Post, Weird News section. Cat sitter throws party while family is on vacation. Guests trash house. I love the first line on this. You're in trouble, meow.
Yeah. Super Troopers all the way.
Uh-huh. You're in trouble, meow. It says Buffalo, New York high school student hired by a family to watch their cats while they were vacationing in Costa Rica may be responsible for thousands of dollars of damage to the family's home. The girl, who had not been identified, threw a party for about 50 people at the house on December 27th. Their family returned home from vacation to find the sitter attempting to clean the mess. But it wasn't the kind of mess that you just vacuum up. The destruction to our house was so considerable. There was human feces, urine, and vomit in numerous locations. Every floor in the house was rifled, there was broken furniture, and there were multiple used condoms. Homeowner Steve Binder told the Buffalo News. You fucking kids, man.
Yeah, I'd say if I had a choice between hiring somebody to watch my pet or putting the pet in a kiln
Kennel?
for vacation.
A kiln? You're gonna fucking roast the damn thing?
Isn't that what they're called?
You're thinking of a kennel.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It sounded like you said kiln, like where they cook pottery and stuff.
Oh.
That's what I heard. I was like, oh my god. Put my pet in a fucking kiln.
Well, put your dog in the oven for 3 weeks.
Just let it slowly cook and solidify over time. Because it's kind of like a giant stone pressure cooker.
And you come back to Chinese dinner.
I'm sorry, but you cannot get lo mein out of that.
I'll prove you wrong, sir.
Go for it. I want to see that, and you get your ass fined and thrown in jail.
But yeah, I mean, a kennel or a person coming over, you always put them in the kennel because people are unpredictable and stupid.
Yeah, but
especially kids.
I know exactly. But some people just don't want to do that to their animals because, one, their animals just aren't the type that, be locked away.
So you ask a friend to watch it. And
that's what happened.
So you put the animal at their house.
It was the daughter of a trusted family.
So you put the animal at their house. Don't let anyone come to your house while you're gone.
Well, maybe they're allergic to cats. They don't want, like the dad or the mom or something is allergic to cats. And
hit the daughter with the cat.
What? According to the newspaper, some of the damage was documented on social media, which means they were bragging about it. The family said about $6,000 in cash and valuables was taken from the home. There was evidence of drug use at the home, according to Gawker. The cat sitter offered the $90 she paid to watch the cats as compensation for the damage. Bender said, that's not going to cut it, no shit. You take that $90 and you go buy yourself a fucking lawyer.
Good news is, in 9 months, you just might know some of the people that were at the party.
Yeah, there'll be some kids running around there. Oh, God. It took industrial strength cleaning to get rid of the odors of urine and vomit, and we keep discovering more. Bender told the Buffalo News, I don't know that I won't open up a box. I don't know if I'll open up a box in my attic at some point and discover more vomit. There was vomit everywhere. Many of the attendees were students at some of the city's top high schools, according to police. It is unclear if the sitter will be charged, but prosecutors said the case will most likely end up being a civil matter rather than a criminal one.
No, that's total criminal matter right there. She fucking destroyed the house.
Negligence at most. Yeah. Oh,
but at least, if they're not going to do shit against the kid, at least go after the parents for raising a dick.
Yeah, as Bender said, the cats were traumatized by the party. Of course they were fucking traumatized by these little brats running around all stoned and drunk and throwing up and pissing and shitting all over the place and roping arcs of jism all over the fucking place. Oh, you fucking kids. That's fucked up, though. I mean, yeah, because, like, it doesn't say here, but yeah, it was like the neighbor's teen that they trusted to do so. And, yeah, it is their fault for trusting a fucking teenager.
It is.
Because it's not, 1950s nuclear family where you can do that sort of thing these days where...
Can't leave your front door unlocked anymore.
No, you can't do that. Can't trust anybody anymore. That's the sad truth about it. Traumatize these poor cats and just thrash the hope she's proud of herself. I'm sure she don't give a shit.
Of course not.
She obviously didn't because she's like, here's $90 back. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I want $90,000.
It's like, oh, just $90? Guess what? You're about to go into child labor.
Yeah.
You better pay that shit off.
College tuition, mine.
Yeah.
Because you and your little buddies, all fucking 50, was that?
Yeah, 50, up to 50 students. 50. And how it says they're from the city's top high schools.
Top high schools, yeah.
Where they're from. Most kids are idiots.
Well, I know, but still, at the same time, these motherfuckers that should know better, and they're supposed to be, you know, the top of the class and shit like that. Idiots.
Yeah.
And the condom part's gonna, you know, trip out a lot of parents from those schools. Like, all right, who was fucking who?
Maybe that's why the cats are traumatized.
Oh God, yeah. What has been seen cannot be unseen. You humans are weird.
So
they should
just have like parties in forests.
Well, some do. It was just big free house, and let's just raid their shit. And this girl says, "Yeah, come on over." But according to theirs, that she was, because like part of the video of it, you know, the girl claimed that they forced their way into the house, which is bullshit.
Right.
They're full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You invited them over. Free party house. I don't know.
Oh, I'm actually I got a plan to get a new tattoo whenever I have some spare money.
Oh yeah, what's that?
On my left arm, on the under part of it, maybe 3 or 4 inches down from my wrist, I'm gonna try and get the Joker card.
Like the old school one?
I'm thinking it, yeah, not the animated series one.
Oh, get that Joker on there.
Yeah, not so old, not Adam West old school, and not Heath Ledger modern.
Well, there's like the original card that he used to leave when he first started showing up in the books.
Oh yeah.
It was a Joker card, and it's stuck around for years. It shows up every so often in like the books. Well, you do that, and you tell us all about it on the podcast.
I'll probably die when I do it. I almost passed out when I got my first tattoo.
Oh, yeah?
That pain, man, there's no way to describe it.
Well, what do you expect? It's a needle staining ink into your skin.
True. But besides it being incredibly painful, once it's over, you want to get another one instantly.
Yeah, they say they're addictive because of the endorphins.
Oh my god. I was on like such a rush for at least 2 hours afterwards.
See, I'm not against getting a tattoo.
Just not for you.
No, I mean, it's not even that. If there's something out there that I really, really want, which there's not really anything I can think of that I'm passionate about enough to, you know, brand myself with right now. And it just depends on how I do it too. I'm not the type of person that's, you know, wants the universe to see. Like my brother, you know, he has like a full sleeve of horror movie stuff, you know. That's cool. That's badass. You know, that's what he likes. That's what he's about.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I mean, yeah, I like Silent Hill. I like, you know, Batman, Metal Gear, but I'm not passionate enough, you know, to put it on myself. I mean, people that do it, cool, do it. Do it all you want. But me, it's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against it if something came up.
Mm.
But I just haven't had that, you know, that drive just to go out and get one.
It's like, it'd be nice, but I'm not going to get one. But if someone offered to pay for it, you'd consider it.
Yeah, definitely. They can be, tattoos are not cheap.
True. I can imagine you getting an N7 on your shoulder.
Oh, yeah, Mass Effect. But then again, I'd feel fakey as hell, like, you know, compared to like a fucking guy who shows up with a Marine Corps, you know, tat on his arm or something, or a fucking Navy SEAL emblem on his, and like he's an actual SEAL, and I've got this fake ass video game, you know, tattoo on me from a fake special forces. That'd be like me, you know, walking up with a ODST brand or some shit like that.
Foxhound.
I considered that once, really. The Foxhound logo.
I can actually see you getting like a Foxhound tat on like one of your upper chest or close to the shoulder, maybe. Like
I wouldn't do anything on
where
the chest.
the pec is or something. I can see that.
I wouldn't do anything on the chest.
Oh no.
It'd be mainly on the arms. I mean, I'm not like. If I get anything, it'll be on an arm, up in a bicep or something like that. Just standard.
Gotcha. Saw one guy. He had a sleeve tattoo, but it was the sleeve all the way down to his fingers, also.
Yeah, I've seen those.
It was a cyborg tattoo, so his hand looked mechanical. I'm like, oh my god, that's awesome.
I saw one the other day that it was like a cobra.
Oh yeah.
On the top, but it and like the tail started like going into his skin, but I couldn't tell if it was like 3D or if he had like a one of those body modifications. But it looked like the tail was coming out of his arm.
Gotcha.
I couldn't tell because the angle was weird, but it was an actual like an implant on his arm that showed the snake, the tail coming out of his arm.
Yeah.
And then dipping back into his wrist.
Took me a second to realize you were actually talking about the animal cobra and not the G.I. Joe cobra. Because when he said cobra, I'm like, oh, G.I. Joe, fuck yeah.
Nerd. Well, on that note, folks, we've bored you long enough. Going through our tales of the week. Anything left to say, Adam?
Not really. Just hope you have another good week.
So yeah, thanks everyone for listening, folks. Sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff.
We appreciate your attention.
Yes, that we do. We do like attention, and we're gonna start getting this out there. I just gotta figure it out. But yeah, thank you for listening as always, just as Adam said, and tune in next week. We'll have more good news for you. Fun things to tickle your brain with. So, until next time, folks, I'm Adam Stone.
I'm Adam Blocher.
Stay weird.